That's the spirit. It always wants to focus on your face. Apparently it doesn't recognize my face as actual human. Hey there, J's, your old pal McJuggerNuggets here, and Juliette Riley. We're coming at you with QnA number 12, something like that. It's always so nice to have somebody join me with the Q&A. We actually hit up Cornatzer, the last one, so we've picked out some questions at random using hashtag AskJTR, because that's both of our initials. What the hell? Fate? Destiny? So let's get started. Our first question comes from Kibbles, my dog. It says, will you ever turn off comments as it's filled with hate? Honestly, it pisses me the fuck off. A lot of people say my life's fake. A lot of people are just saying rude things about, say, like even Juliette in here. Some people are saying rude things about my life. Like some little asshole legit said to me. This was Instagram comments, but it's the same idea. He was like, "Dude, get a fucking haircut, and your parents are split up."
That's so mean. But like also just dumb. Like how is that supposed to be?
So fuck you, kid. But am I gonna turn off comments? No. I mean, everyone's free to say whatever they will. But I mean, what the fuck is wrong with some people? I swear. And sometimes sometimes it's laughable. Other times it's just straight offensive.
I don't know if I would ever turn the comments off though, because like that's how you get feedback, and if you turned it off, you wouldn't get any feedback at all.
Right. So we just do something where we ban the like hardcore haters. It's like it does nothing for anyone. Next question comes from Spencer. It says, Jesse, I'm a huge fan and you never reply to anything I send you. Do you really care about your fans? This is one of those things that I see a lot, especially over Twitter. Guys, you have to understand. Over 2 million people. We're about to hit 2.2 million, which thank you guys so much. That's an insane number. But that's so many people. Like, I bet you only know offhand like 100, if that. Imagine all 100 of those people hitting you up at the same exact time. Now imagine a million people. Imagine 2 million people. It's chaotic. It's impossible for me to even respond to like that many people. Also, I'm so busy throughout the day doing shit that I don't even have time for social media. So if you're wondering why I haven't responded or did I see something you posted, most likely no. But I always care about the fans, and so does Juliette. I mean, it's the same thing. It's just like, it gets to a level where you just can't respond to people, and we always care about you guys, but our way of communicating is through the videos. Mark asks, how often do you guys see each other? I'll let Juliette take this question.
We see each other, we try to see each other every other week, but sometimes it's 3 weeks. And
sometimes it's been a month,
and sometimes
actually.
We've gone a month, but the month is super.
That's rare.
Super
Yeah,
hard.
lately I think we've seen each other the last 3 weeks in a row, which is unprecedented. But I think we're coming up on like another 3-week span of not seeing each other. So we see each other at least 1 or 2 times a month. Anthony asks, how did you guys meet? We met through a dating application on the iPhone called Tinder, but that's not how we actually physically met. That might be a future question. This is a question actually just for Juliette. Jack asks, how long does it take to write a song?
Well, it depends. The Juggie song, which I had to write pretty quickly.
Oh, you wrote that while I was
sick,
I was
right?
dying with mine.
That took me about 15 minutes to write in total. But a song like Hero, I also wrote in one sitting, but that was more like an hour. And
how does that work?
Sometimes though, I'll write just the lyrics and have no melody, and then I'll go back to it weeks later. It depends. I still
don't understand the whole how do you come up with a melody thing. For whatever reason, it just comes to you.
Also, when you play an instrument, you can kind of make it up with the chords.
It's like knowing a new language. Like suddenly you can make sentences once you know the words.
Right.
Got you. Gavin asked, what was the first video game you guys both played together? Actually, yeah, I think it was Grand Theft Auto 5. Actually, when that first came out for the 360. If not then, I think we did play it later in a stream. I think that was the very first. Wow, you opened up with a bang.
We played arcade games too.
This is a good question from Ryan. He asked, when you move out, will Juliette come with you? Well, here's the deal with that. As you guys know, I'm planning and hoping to move out by January. So a little over a month. Probably once, mid-December hits, I'm going to start looking around for houses in the area. I plan on not moving far away. I don't know if I've answered this directly yet, but I'll probably be maybe Central Jersey-ish. I still want to get away from my family, but I also want to be closer to Juliette. And if I go to Central Jersey, I'm closer to her home in North Jersey and closer to her school. However, she still has a semester left, so she gets done May, June. She doesn't know what she's doing just yet. I mean, that is a possibility, but we're just going to play it by ear and see what happens. Peter asks, how tough is a long-distance relationship? Do you guys text or talk every day? We text every day. I think that's important. Granted, there's not much we say sometimes throughout a day. I think we'll say, good morning or, good, I love you, good night. And, be like, what's up, what's going on. But because we live such separate lives with the long distance, it's hard for us to know what's going on. And it's just like, we're pretty removed. but we definitely do text and talk every day. We're trying to grow as individuals at the same time as being together, so I think it lends it, like, for my life, long distance is perfect because, you know, I'm really busy, so to see her maybe once every couple weeks is totally cool with me. And she's able to finish her last year of college and still enjoy it without having to come see me all the time. So I think it works out. It is harder than a normal relationship, I'd imagine. Or maybe not. I don't know. I think it depends on the individual. Like, some people, long distance might be perfect. Others, it might be really hard, especially if you're, like, super clingy.
Or if you go from, like, a normal relationship to long distance, that might be really hard because you're used to seeing them every day.
Right. Adrian asks, how often do you guys go out on dates? Have you ever been on a romantic date?
No. I hate this guy.
That's funny because literally probably every time we see each other, we go out to eat at least once, twice, or thrice. Because, like, if I go to see Juliette, she has no food in her house. Yeah. And then if she comes to see me, there's also no food in this house. So that's usually what ends up happening. That,
we don't always go out on, like, a romantic date. Sometimes it's like we go to the diner.
Or like McDonald's or some shit, you know. But, you know, occasionally, you know, we'll go out on a nice date. Jacory asks, have you guys ever thought about having a baby? So that's already laughing.
I mean, not until we, like, would get married, and we're not even talking about that.
Right, exactly. I think you gotta get proposed to first, and then we can get married.
Or, like, move in together.
Right, that would be first.
Go on a long vacation together.
Long vacation would be probably our best bet for us right now, because we haven't spent, the most we spent together ever consecutive time was a week. And that was when I graduated college, and by the end, there was one point where Juliette wanted to fucking put her hands around my neck and strangle me.
No, only because we played Peggle.
Next question. Hector asks, how long have you guys been together? We have been together for roughly 2 years and 2 months. Actually, yeah. Perfect. Yeah, perfectly.
To the day.
To the day, yeah.
Aw. Happy anniversary.
Happy 26th month. Jada Lynn asks, will you guys be getting married? I hope not. Because we're nowhere near ready for that shit.
You hope not.
No, I ain't ready to get married.
I mean, I'm not ready to get married, but
I don't even know if we'd actually work together for long term for living together. We might actually kill each other. But I mean, that could be funny. Crazy Cookie asks, do you guys have a special song? Let's see. I'm curious to see if we line up with the same song. I have one song in mind that I think is more of like our song, but like we'll see what she says. So we're gonna do 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. On go. You say the name of the song.
Okay.
Alright. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Forever Young. Hey! Got it. Because right here this happened.
Forever Young.
Yeah. When Jesse had a severe brain injury and was borderline retarded, I don't know what it was. I just liked that song, and I was like, I want to dance. And my room wasn't even built at the time. There was nothing in my room. And I was like, you know what? I don't feel like a human anymore, so let's dance. And
we lost our minds.
We slow dance in this room. Alex the Stoner ironically asks, have you or do you guys smoke weed, and do you agree with legalization of marijuana?
This is so random.
It's not, because he's a stoner. Yes, I have. But I've only ever done it while drinking. Do I condone it? I don't really give a So if they legalize it, sure. I mean, we could make more money that way, and maybe people will mellow out more.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't care if it's legalized, but I don't.
Have you tried it?
I've tried it, but I don't like smoke because I'm a singer.
My Jesse's take is you guys can do whatever you want. I don't really care. As long as it doesn't affect me, go for it.
YOLO.
Chloe asks, what does Juliette think of the Juggie mobile?
I don't know. It's kind of grown on me. At first, it was really shocking because it looks like a Barbie car.
I mean, that didn't go away. It still looks like that.
I know, but that's like initially what I had in my mind. But now,
it looks like a beautiful car.
It did need a paint job, his car. So,
that's fair. That's fair.
I mean, my favorite color is pink, so.
Oh. Annette asks, what do you think of the camera in the room? And no, Annette is not referencing this camera.
That camera.
I think everyone already knows my take on it, so we'll just get Juliette's take, and I think it's to be expected.
Yeah, well, I mean, when I first saw it the other night, I was like, what the heck is that? This is really
It's
bizarre.
Bullshit.
It's bullshit. And
yeah, she's trying to be nice. It's bizarre. It's bullshit.
It's a lack of privacy that, we deserve, and
whether
we don't get to see each other that much, so it's like...
Right. Whether it's on or not, it's a statement like,
scary.
This is my house.
I like it.
Christian asks, Juliette, do you think Jesse needs a haircut?
Yes. I mean, no. The thing is, it's just past the point of it's awkward right now because it's not
awkward.
Like, no, it's not like you can like part it and have it be like in a ponytail.
Oh yeah, I can part it. Look at that. That looks pretty good.
Yeah, that looks okay. I don't know. It's a lot. Like
she doesn't think I'm attractive anymore.
No,
so
I do.
We're probably gonna break up soon. Michael asked, "Can you guys do more Nerf War videos?" Wow, that's an interesting question.
Nerf War series.
Didn't know you really enjoyed that video. That was just something thrown together. If you guys like that one, imagine if we actually tried and had a whole arsenal. That was just literally her housemate had like 2 little pistols laying in a box. Or like,
this would be funny.
Let's do just something silly. And honestly, Paulie getting shot, that was just totally just happened.
Yeah, and then we rolled with it. Shoot him and it just happened.
We had no idea what the fuck we were filming. We just needed to get a video out to you guys and thought it would be funny. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. Hey, maybe you could turn. You never know. You never know. Victor asked, what is your favorite moment together? Alright, after much deliberation, actually we didn't even talk to each other. We literally just sat here and just thought, and then I was like, got it. And then you're like, got it. If they line up, that's amazing, but I don't think they will.
I'll be pissed off. Can I go first?
We've had a lot of moments together, I guess.
You'll be going first for all of them. Well, I have a few, but...
Gotta go with your favorite.
My favorite, the first one that comes to mind is when we were literally sitting on this couch. Or no, it was a different couch then. And we were facing this way. And
not sure what.
Jesse pulled out 2 Christmas presents
for
me.
Wow. Wow.
No, it was a great moment because I had absolutely no idea what the presents were gonna be, and I was like, oh yeah, like he'll probably, like buy me something. And it, the Taylor Swift thing was like amazing in itself, but
the Babel notes got you.
The Babel notes really.
365 notes.
I'm still opening them. Like my heart.
That's true.
To the Babel notes.
And they're still really good.
So it was that moment, but then every day is a moment that.
That's right. It's a gift that keeps on giving all year round.
That was so cute.
And that's funny because like we actually have that on camera. Right. That's weird. Well, that's kind of silly because that's not, that was me giving you gifts.
I know, but that was a special moment.
Yeah. My answer to this question is we went out to eat one night to this place called Bravo, and we just had this we had this really euphoric moment where we just looked at each other and we had this conversation about like the future, and it was just there was something really profound about it, and it was like there was something magical going on, and it's hard to describe it. Like I've never felt anything like it. It was really weird.
We felt like we had the conversation before in a past life.
Exactly. We felt like it had already happened before. It was a past life thing, and we'd already, it was almost happening in real time, but we already knew what was going on. And we just were looking at each other, and we were like, yep, we got this. And it was, I don't know, there's something about it, but that was my favorite moment ever, because for a brief period of time, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Timothy asked the age-old question, Juliette, what on earth are you doing after college?
I feel like he only asked me that because I tweeted the other day, I was like, I hate people, PSA, don't ask me this question.
Well, somebody asked, so now you have to answer.
Well,
give me your best answer, come on.
I really don't know. It's funny because I come up with something different every time someone asks me, I just make shit up. I'm like,
what are you on now?
I'm gonna be a teacher, I'm gonna do that. Well, I think I know that I want to do something with music, at least in some capacity. I'd love to teach music. I'd love to be a performer, be a songwriter, be in the music industry in some way. So any combination of those things while doing something to actually make money.
But then what are you actually doing after college?
I mean, I'm probably going to be moving home for at least a little while to try and save up. Probably commuting into the city, probably still nurturing the YouTube channel and doing gigs and performing.
That's the thing, Juggies. It's like, it's easy to judge, be like, oh, well, Jessie still lives at home. Oh, Juliette, she's going to go back living at home. This day and age, because it's fucking, education these days, try owing, tens, hundreds, thousands of dollars while trying to also move out at the same time, you're going to be fucked.
Well, and
Lakelet asks, what's your favorite trait about each other? I can answer that instantly. It's Juliette's generosity, although sometimes I forget that that's a thing. But generally, and though I was initially drawn to her, she reminded me of my grandmother, who is extremely, extremely nice. She'll give you the shirt off her back, although that would probably not be good for anyone around that vicinity because she's obese. But she's extremely, extremely nice.
Is that why I remind you of your grandma?
I feel like we had this before in a previous Q&A or something.
I think...
What's your favorite trait about
I have
Babel?
to say that appreciate your sense of humor. I have to go with that.
Really? I think your answer changed. It used to be something else, but now
well,
sense of humor.
I like your confidence. I always say the confidence because that's how you get everything done, and you're very diligent, and I do appreciate that. But I think this.
It was just one, and she gave me 5. God's asked, will you guys do a gift exchange this year? I guess this is more straight up. Yes,
Always.
we will. As far as will we film it? Yeah, I feel like we have to, but
might not go off.
No, actually, it might not. Especially with what I'm giving her, it might not be. I've already said too much. James asked if Jesse purposed, would you say yes? Is that what that said? Yeah, purposed. If I purposed you.
I mean, I would have to say yes because.
No, but legit, if I purposed you, would you say yes? Please say no.
I mean, not right now.
Okay, so you would say no. Thank God. Anthony asks, how do you feel about Jesse's current situation? This is, I guess, to you.
Well, it sucks. I mean, I've seen a lot of my parents are together, and they've been together for many years. But I've seen a lot of people in my life. Their parents get divorced. All my cousins.
Shit! Didn't you have an ex-boyfriend?
My ex-boyfriend's parents got divorced, and it's a shitty time for the whole family, and it sucks for the kids, even if the kids aren't young. I think it's harder if the kids are little and they don't quite understand, but... I
do, yeah. I think it's easier that I am grown up and I can I understand it more. Like, not, you know...
And they're not fighting in court. They're not going to have to be fighting over the custody. Like,
yeah.
You can decide, you know?
I mean, it sounded like just talking to my mom the other night that they will have to be, you know, fighting over possessions. Like the dogs and the house itself.
I mean, it sucks. It really is a shitty process, but I honestly feel like if they... don't think they can work it out, if they think that they'll be happier apart.
No, I think they'll work it out.
You do?
I think they'll work it out.
I mean, I think it remains to be seen, you know?
Sims 4 Girl Play asks, what is the most romantic thing you've ever done for each other? I'm immediately going to jump out of the starting gate and say, well, I'd say the one our first Valentine's Day together, there was... I was severely concussed. This was like literally a couple weeks in. I felt like death, like not even joking. She came to my house and I drugged her, not even kidding. I was like, you need to try this. And I spiked her drink with a fuck ton of vodka, got her primed and ready. I then led her into my parents' bathroom. This is when they were away. And she walked in and there was music playing. There was rose petals everywhere. There was like flowers, stuffed animals, really chocolates, cute. Wine, you name it. I already said the music.
Oh, he played on the Pandora, though, really, like, romantic song. And the lights are dim. Oh my god,
candles,
it's so nice.
Like, legit, like, make you throw up Valentine's Day
but
status.
I ate that shit
She loved it.
I loved it.
And Jessie felt like ass the whole time, but I still was a boss about it. And then literally, it wasn't Valentine's Day. That was when she was coming to see me. On actual Valentine's Day, I drove, and there was 2 feet of snow on the ground. And my car got stuck on the highway in snow, and football player had to help me push my car out, and that happened. But I was like, Juliette, literally brain dead, and I still drove through foot of snow. And sometimes she still questions the relationship. I'm like, come on, dude, you're fucking stupid, so fucking stupid.
I would lie with you on the bed or on the ground. We would just look at the ceiling because you couldn't.
That's looking at the ceiling is romantic now.
It was during the time because you bawled like a little baby whenever I showed up, and you didn't want me to leave.
Give me something romantic though, Juliette.
I mean, I wrote you letters, one for each month. That was after our first Christmas.
I'll give her an answer for her. She gave me a scrapbook of everything we've ever done in like a year, and there's photos and everything. Actually, let me show you to you guys. Yep. Here it is. It's a book, JTR, see? That's why. You can see, like, remember the first time we met, stuff like this. I'm gonna flip through. Look at all this stuff, guys. Classic.
I haven't looked at that in a long time.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. It's a past life.
It was I did page for every month.
And then she had, like, a 3-page, like, letter. Guys, I don't think you know, but we're hoping it's romantic. So people were saying that, like, it was bullshit about the Belly Button Worm series. No, that was a legit thing. Like, we're sappy. We're pretty sappy people. And that was a thing. Liam, are you yawning?
I'm sorry.
Jeez, I'm sorry, Liam. Liam asked, what was your favorite video you two shot together? Our music video, Finally Home. I had a great time shooting that. I felt like, you know, we worked really well together.
Combined our talents.
We combined our talents. It flowed. I enjoyed doing a music video because you don't have to worry about the audio when you're filming it. We got to go all over where she lives, do some shots, and I think the video is cool when it kind of almost shows.
Check it out. We'll link it above.
It's like a look into a relationship as well. And this is a good song too. Alex asked, and we talked about this last night. What was your funniest moment together? We actually just talked about it in a vlog because she did one of her Babel notes, and it was the large fat man that farted in the middle of The Fault of Our Stars, or The Fart of Our Stars, I guess, or The Fault of Our Farts. He just busted out, like I think somebody was getting diagnosed with cancer in the movie, and then it was just like quiet for a second, and then it was like, and everyone, it was just like, me and Juliette were the only ones laughing our asses off, and we're like, were we the only ones that heard that bell and fart?
Couldn't keep it together because then everyone was looking at us like, why are they laughing so much?
Like I don't,
it's a sad scene.
Yeah, I don't legitimately laugh like, like I don't legitimately laugh like that's my bullshit laugh.
That was your fake laugh.
But like that's the laugh you hear all the time. The only time I'll ever laugh, I swear, is like a poop joke or like something really inappropriate and something like that. So that was my funniest moment we've had, I think. She was cracking up during the Legend of Zelda concert for whatever reason. There was like these weird characters.
Random cartoons that would come out, and then like it was just like this whole stadium full of people that like are obsessed with, I don't know.
Fuck you! Watch what you say!
Kind of ridiculous.
You're talking to nerds here.
Right.
I forgot this question was in here, but this is probably my most favoriteest question ever. The Last of Us movie asked, hey, The Last of Us, does the daily filming affect your relationship in a positive or a negative way? It's different when you're doing daily uploads. I would kill for daily uploads. Try doing double daily uploads. Now you could say a lot of gamers do that, but gaming content is easier to put out than real life footage. Especially also, all these things are happening in real time, so it's hard to actually find things to piece together and put up. I'm filming at least like 24 hours in a day, so then to go through and find maybe 20 minutes of footage just to put out to you guys is really difficult. But as far as how it affects our relationship, once again, it's a time suck. It's a time suck. It's every single day. There's no break. I'm constantly working. So when she comes to see me or I come to see her, it's still always on Jesse's video schedule. So it becomes really pressured.
You really think about. But I mean, sometimes it gives us something to do and we bond and we work together. And like if we get a video, you know, like that music video or like that.
Or the Nerf War. You know, the Nerf War, that was something that didn't exist, and we had a decent time with it, and we thought it was funny after it happened. And you know, it did bring us closer together, and it has been hard work for both of us. So that's brought us together too.
And I think, I think me having my channel now and us having something that we relate to and we have in common is helpful, but it's also the big negative thing is just the time
suck on top
we can't like decide to do things because it's always based around.
Completely outside of that though, I think, you know, what's worse than that is just my life. My life is, you know, affects Juliette a lot too, because like more often than not I'd rather come to see her because, you know, there's shit going around in the house, you know, we got fucking cameras in here, so it's like I'm also like, Juliette, I'm sorry, but this is going on, I need to come see you, I'd prefer you not to come here, or this is going on. And like it was hard even just her, you know, coming to see me after what just happened, because, you know, I'm not in the best place. I really appreciate that she came, but I mean, it's just, it affects us, you know. My life affects us, like probably more than anything. Is my life affects the relationship, probably in a negative way, but there are some little, you know, silver linings. I've been asked, were you jealous when you saw the picture of Jesse sucking on corn cob?
I wasn't jealous. I was just severely grossed out.
She was disturbed by that
and just mortified that would be something you thought was funny. I really don't appreciate that humor.
I thought it was hilarious.
I don't agree with it, and I'm glad that you guys didn't agree with it either, and you took it down.
Pretend Bullet asks, do you guys ever kiss? And lastly, let's end on a freaking adorable one. Tactical Robot asks, when did you guys realize that you were in love?
There were a couple of moments.
Still haven't realized it yet. I'm always good for a smart-ass response, and Juliette gives me that face. My moment was when I came to see her, and then the weekend ended and I was driving away, and then I felt compelled, like physically compelled. I couldn't even, no matter how much logic I poured into my soul, it didn't even matter. I ended up turning around after 15 minutes of driving and was like, let me go back. And then I went up to her door, and her mom answered, and I was like, I need to see Juliette. And then Juliette came, and I was like, I love you. And it's just like, oh.
It was really cute. So you didn't realize it until you said it?
Yeah, I told you that. I wasn't going to tell you it until I actually meant it. Like, a lot of people will just say love you, but it took me months to say it because I didn't want to lie to her and be like, yeah, I love you too. So it legit just came out.
I don't think I ever said it either, though.
Nah, I think you were pretty much just waiting till I said it, but maybe you had a realization moment before that.
I had a few moments, like, it slowly happened. I liked always the way that he was with his dogs. I don't know. I know
that was like day one.
Super weird. I know. That was like, oh, like I could see myself falling in love with him. And then there was one moment when we were in my first room at school. We were lying on the ground. We had like made a fort, and
oh yeah, you gave me this look. This is ridiculous.
And I don't know, we just had like this weird moment. I don't know if it was the lighting in the room.
It was the lighting.
But I was like, no.
She blames on the
lighting.
lighting.
We were talking about like our futures, and we were talking about like things that we've done together so far. It was only like a few months in.
That's back when I had short hair and I looked like a decent human being. So clearly you didn't know what you were getting yourself into. Watch my spoon.
And then I just shit like that.
Ow!
So fragile.
You're gonna break me.
Fragile wig.
What'd you call me? Fragile wig?
Fragile wig.
Fragile wig? This ain't a wig, dude. This ain't a fucking wig.
You're like a shaggy dog.
I will donate the locks of love at someday. I need to reach.
You're gonna get that long? It has to be 15 inches.
Yeah, I was just told I was gonna reach my butt. Anyway, Juggies, that's it for QnA 12. Thanks for Juliette for joining us. We're gonna shoot some random shit. We're actually gonna decorate the house with Christmas decorations because the mantle of responsibility has been left to us. Alright, Jace, don't forget to subscribe for more content. There's gonna be links in the description. Actually, we're gonna switch to subscribes. That's gonna be Juliette. That's gonna be me. Keep them close to us. Thank you guys for all the questions. Congrats to those who got featured. We're gonna be doing another Q&A at some point down the line. Probably Juliette won't be in here, but it'll be with me. And we're gonna talk about it's gonna be time to start looking at some houses.
Ooh.
I'm hype.
I wanna do that.
Alright, Juggies. Love you all to death, and don't forget
Keep
to
it
keep it rigid.
Juliette.
What?
Keep
it Juliette.
Oh, I messed up. It's keep it rigid.
That wasn't even funny. Keep it rigid.